Mm. Okay, so hopefully everyone can see. So I'm gonna be doing Libra. Okay, so just to let you know, Libra, I'm gonna start doing lives better because I feel like I'm gonna be more consistent in that way. So if you would like to have a personal reading, I'll leave all that information below. You can book that through my website or through my Etsy. Or if you would like a free reading by a psychic practice group that I run, you can find all that information below. You can send me an email or you can send me a message through the Facebook group that I created for that event. So let's go straight at it. So what's going on for Libra for the month of August? What's going on for Libra? Libra. Well, what's gonna happen pretty much for the remaining days of August? Okay, so hmm, we have the Five of Pentacles reversed, and then we have the Four of Cups, and then we have the Temperance card as well. So I just feel a lot here. So I feel like you guys can be feeling very like inadequate. I feel like you might be feeling very inadequate in this month of August. You might be feeling like that in for some of you guys in every aspect of your life, or for some of you guys specifically in one section in your life. Like for example, like your romantic relationship, you might feel like you're not enough in the relationship, or that you're not enough, like there's something like that. Or that you're not the best mother, for example, or that you're not so great, like your sense of worthiness feels very low, to be completely honest. And if you are single and you can't resonate with the things I just mentioned, then you just might be feeling unworthy in general. You might be thinking a lot about relationships. You're not really feeling great about yourself. Your self-esteem can be really playing mind games with you this month. And you might be very much in this poker face sort of. Yeah, you might be very much poker face right now. I just feel like it's because you have a lot of things going on in your head. You might feel like you don't really bring anything to the table, sort of feelings and thoughts. But there's like a lot of negative self-talk, overtaking your mind. And like there's something too, like about your appearance. You might like being real with yourself. You might not be feeling so great about yourself because you're not happy with your appearance. Yeah, there's something about not feeling happy about your appearance. You're not happy with it, and it's just bringing you down. And if you want to do changes in your appearance, you can, that you just have to save up. if you're thinking about doing any cosmetic surgery, and you really have to think about it. Don't do it out of emotion, and don't think that's gonna heal your self-esteem. You'll still have to work on yourself. You have to do things in a very realistic way, because don't do things out of like, oh, this is gonna heal me, this is gonna fix it, like I'm never gonna feel like this again, because that is not the reality. Now, if you're trying to lose weight and you're just having a hard time, I feel like I understand your frustration. And if you're not putting like, if you want to lose weight and you're not really putting in that effort, then you really need to step back. You need to step back and be honest. Um, I feel like if you really step into being realistic about your weight change or really doing something, you're gonna be surprised by you're gonna be way surprised. Like you're probably gonna surprise yourself by how disciplined you've been. And like I feel like there's something great um waiting if you really put in the effort. Um I know that your energy has been low for August for Libra, and you might feel like there's always something to do, or there's something always like needing to do, or like that sort of thing. Like I feel like your energy is really low, and I feel like for some of you guys, I feel like there's something hidden. Like if your energy's been low for a long time and it's really taking over like your goals, your weight, your appearance, then it's really time to really do some blood work or actually speak to a doctor, because I feel like there's something hidden here that you can get some clarity about, and that's going to answer all the questions and pretty much be like, wow, maybe that's why I've been feeling this way. This is why I've been like, you're finally going to get some clarity. But if you're there hiding in your room with anxiety and just like, blaming the world, I feel like it's not going to give you the answer. I feel like you need to get realistic results, realistic, like be real with yourself and ask, do the blood work you need to do. There's something like that you need to be um really looking into. Um Overall, I just feel a lot of exhaustion. If you've been doom scrolling, you need to take a step back and have control over your discipline, and putting your phone in, I don't know, a closet, a box, I'm not sure, but it's sort of like you're sleepy, but you're still scrolling, or you're being your or watching something or a movie, like even though you're not even really watching it. And you need to build like, putting your phone away and actually being disciplined and over like fighting that unnecessary dopamine hits, because it's like you're tired, but you're just still scrolling. So get your power back. When you say like, what, I'm gonna go to sleep, like don't be so tempted to continue doing like scrolling or watching a movie that you're not even watching, to be honest, and just put it away and just go to bed. Like I feel like little by little you're gonna have feelings of more control in your life if you make it a habit. But yeah, I feel like your sleep is just not great right now either. I feel like other people are gonna be really commenting about how great of a person you are, but yet you're over here criticizing yourself. So it's funny because it's like I see you like shining. I see people feeling like, oh my gosh, she's great, she's a good person, like she looks beautiful, or she's such she's such a light in our world. But you don't feel that about yourself. Like behind closed doors, you don't. I feel like your lack of energy or your low energy is really affecting your perception of what you see in the mirror. So definitely rest, get a spa time, relax time, go do your nails. For men, if you're watching this, get a haircut, get that lineup, get some new clothes, get that perfume. I feel like there's a great need of that. It's crazy because there's so much like I feel too, like that you can be having like I feel like there's someone around you who's giving you like comments that are very undermining, if you know what I mean. You might be getting like a bit of like weird vibes, hater vibes, but you're not sure how to pinpoint it. Like they might be like all nice and stuff, but at the same time, like giving you like hating comments, but trying to hide it with laughter or I don't know, stupidity. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like you've been feeling it. Like, you know who I'm speaking about if you can resonate to this. But I feel like there's something like that going on. And if you also see them talking bad about other people, like, don't think that they won't talk bad about you. I feel like there's someone around you who is like a friend or a coworker or even a manager who gives like undermining, weird comments, a bit of like a hater, weird vibes, even some of you guys sexual ones that are not appropriate. And even talking bad about other people around, that but yet I feel like you still entertain it because you don't want to like maybe they have some sort of power against you for some reason. It could be because you work with them or you do business with them, but there's something here. It can even be like a family member, but you know that they are disloyal. They're not someone to trust. And I feel like they've been draining you for some reason. Maybe you've been around them, like you've had to be around them, and it's leaving you exhausted. It's just very like it's sort of like so weird. Like you just have to it's like you're trying to escape from them, but yet you can't, or you don't know how to, or maybe you're really afraid of confrontation. It could be a friend, and you might be feeling like maybe you know them for so long and it's just so hard, or either they're your only friend, and that's why you're like having a hard time, like, okay, like I don't really have friends like that. This is my only option. That's how it feels. But there is a lot of bad mouth, okay? Like they might even judge you in front of your face. Okay, so I feel like there's hating vibes around you, and they could be very close to you. And you know the type of person they are. It's just that there's something here, that is making you still entertain the connection. And I feel like it's leaving you drained and it's making you feel like unprotected as well. For some, it could be even a partner, like your own partner. I feel like you definitely need a spiritual cleansing. I feel like you need to pay attention to your dreams because your dreams have been telling you something. So lately for August, I feel like your dreams been coming with meaning. I feel too that it's been telling you about the negativity around you or people around you, unwelcome settings, unwelcome group settings, unwelcome sort of friendly settings, supposedly they're your friends sort of thing, but you get the point. So I feel like you need to pay attention to your dreams for the rest of August, Libra, because you're getting a lot of like signs in your dreams. So pay attention if you do dream. And I feel too like sometimes it's really exhausting when people like just tell you their drama all day long. So you might be left exhausted because it's just too much drama or gossip. It's just bringing your cortisol up for no reason. You need peace and lightness right now. And, don't entertain this. I just feel like it's just exhausting. Just so you can have the peace. Like, hmm, that's how it feels. Definitely there's secret haters, and I feel like they're gonna be exposed. You know who I'm talking about. You will know who I'm talking about. if for some reason, like you find yourself in a position that you are in a connection with someone who you can relate to the traits that I was saying, like, and it's just so hard for you to break free. You need to really pray for protection. Because sometimes your own partner could be your hater, so or they just find joy of bringing you down. So pray for protection. You are protected, but you give it more protection. You give yourself more protection when you acknowledge that. So praying will definitely bring that. Drink lots of water. Find ways to calm yourself, to really relax. Find ways to relax your mind and body. And you're overthinking a lot. And if you're overthinking and not doing moves, it's not going to take you anywhere. So, even though you might feel like overwhelmed by your thoughts, at the same time, move forward. Go ask for help. Go to that doctor appointment. Go make that appointment. Um, you need to move. So make sure you move and do the correct, the correct move so you can get out of that stuck feeling, or else you're just gonna be stuck there. Like you don't want to be stuck there. You need to move forward. Also, stop. I feel like you tend to be in your mind very negative about a lot of things. And it's understandable at the same time because, yeah, like it's so hard to be positive sometimes when it's just like a bunch of negative things keep happening, like it's just so hard. So I feel like, okay, like I know it's hard sometimes, right? But you gotta find ways of like changing that in your mind and be like, okay, I know it's hard right now, but I'm so grateful. Like I'm so grateful that at least I have a roof in my head. At least I'm eating this meal. Find ways like that so you can bring that light back into your life. Like, okay, like I might not have the greatest partner, but at least I know that I'm capable of loving someone. So I'm gonna do this in order to get out of this or this situation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hope you get the point. But yeah, I feel like sometimes you just get caught up into like a lot of negativity. And it could be also like there's fear about money going on for some reason too. There's fear about money. Um, um, I even feel like some of you guys are just very much like thinking about someone in your past because you're trying to escape your own reality of what's happening in your life right now? And I also feel like um you need to ask the universe to bring you good energy. It might be hard right now, like just ask like universe, bring me good energy, bring me positive energy. What you don't even have to know what that means. You just ask for it and see what happens. I feel like right now like you might feel very stagnant in your thoughts. You might be wanting to escape by thinking about someone from your past as well, but were they even a good person? Like, do you really want them back? Like, that's something that you should think about. um I feel like you're in your own world. So I feel like this August, I feel like unexpected situations are gonna be happening. Like you are gonna be accidentally like seeing someone from your past, from what I'm seeing. Like you're gonna be accidentally seeing someone from your past. I feel like your worthiness is gonna be too for some reason low. You are gonna feel like you're not like qualified or something for people or for certain situations, or you might feel like you're not a good mom or you're not a good daughter, et cetera, et cetera. So you might feel things like this. So I feel like there's definitely a lot of reflection here, but I feel like for you is like you need to move. You need to move your body. So movement is necessary here. Um, bringing something or maybe hearing something like positive music, and don't listen to sad songs. I feel like it's not gonna help. And I feel like you're definitely being watched over with this card at the end. I feel like there's just a lot of spiritual lessons that you're thinking in your head right now, and I feel like you're gonna be also receiving a lot of messages in your dream about your life right now, so pay attention. I feel like you might feel alone, but you're not. Like you're being seen by someone in the spiritual realm that loves you, understands your craziness, understands your negative actions, understands everything about you and why you do it. I feel like don't feel like you're rejected. Okay, so Libra, what's gonna happen for Libra for the month of August? Huh. Mm, okay. So, okay, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. Is it reversed? Yeah, it's the Three of Pentacles reversed. And then we have the King of Cups reversed. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles upright. I don't like to do love readings and collective readings. I don't because I try to not say so much. I feel like it's really unhealthy for the collective to get readings in a like love reading in the collective because it's something very close to your heart. Um but to say lightly, there's definitely something going on the romantic level for a lot of you guys. It's better to get a personal reading when it's about love. And I say this for everyone, like it's way better because this is just a collective. It's just you want something clearer, it's better to get something that is specific for you. But from what I'm seeing here is that there's a lot of bad planning, okay? There could be a lot of things that are messy going on at your home with family. There's a lot of organization, bad planning, there's cancellations without being told as well. There's unrealistic goals as well. You might feel like you're being unrealistic to certain goals as well, but someone around you too, but there's a sense of awareness. I feel like there's a lack of concentration. There's not a lot of exciting energy here. You might feel that someone around you is very flat, boring, and dull, and that they're very predictable, that they're being too emotional or emotionally manipulative. This could be at work or someone you work close to. Um, there's something about like poor work ethic. You might feel like someone around you has poor work ethic, and you're not feeling that. For some of you guys, you might feel like someone very close to you is not working as hard as you, or that they're lacking in ambition. So I feel like resentment and bitterness, that there's a bit of hostile energy going on. And it doesn't feel right, you know? Yeah, it doesn't. You are going to be experiencing people who are wanting you to do all the work as well. Um, you might need to really stand up and say like, hey, like this is not this is not fair. You kind of might need to remove that blockage in your throat chakra of not speaking up for yourself or learning how to say what you got to say, because I feel like something's really messing up with your day, and um it might feel uncomfortable to speak about it, but you need to say something. I also feel like I feel like you're gonna be very much like really, even though this is happening, like at the same time I feel like you guys are gonna be on August really focusing on your money and organizing, like checking back your mailbox, seeing, oh, actually opening them up and not just leaving them in the counter. I feel like that's gonna be happening. I feel like you're gonna be cleaning your room, your home, organizing, checking your bills, looking back at your statements, paying things that you owed. I feel like you're gonna be very much like that, even though all of this is going on. Um, I feel like, um, and that's good, you know, that you should be doing that. And I feel like this is gonna give you a sense of like more control over your life. I know it's hard because like you can't really control other people act or how they work or how they do things, but I feel like, you know, if you start moving and really just focusing on yourself and kind of like also working on talking, because I feel like a lot of you guys don't know how to confront, or you guys are scared or something. You don't know, you don't like that uncomfortable feeling. So I feel life is gonna put you in a position where um it's just gonna be like picking on you, you know, until you learn how to. So a lot of you guys have a hard time speaking up, speaking up. Like you're just so afraid of like the backlash, or like maybe you're a person who tends to be calm and collective and very easy to work with, but easy to work with because you're easily taken advantage. But I feel like there's gonna be like you're gonna be put in a position where you will need to say something. So there's like uncomfortable conversations coming up. I feel on August, definitely really see how you can increase your energy, get your rest, get your spa time, get your you time, like me time, you know, like um let's see what the evil eye thinks. Oh, and protection angelic. Okay. What is going on? Do you, this is insane. Do you see this? All of this jumped out. Your energy, definitely your chakras are out of balance. Why is this? Okay, so the first one is someone is doing spell work towards you to get revenge. They feel you wronged them. And then the second one is someone is doing spell work to change your fortune and bring in bad luck. The third one is someone is using divination tools to spy on you to get information to use against you. Okay, so I always use all my abilities so I can tap into, to tap into like the interpretation. So I feel like for the first card, I feel like there is, um, for some reason, either you work in a very competitive environment, um, or for some reason they're angry at you. There's some anger here. And they might be really looking into what you're doing, how you're doing it, just so they can tell on you. So make sure you're on top of your game. And I know that might feel stressful, but I feel like there's something like that, like, oh, see, she didn't do it. Oh, see, here she didn't do it right. You saw that, like that type of behavior, like just being on top of you for some crazy reason. Like I don't know how someone can be so attentive to what someone else is doing, like I feel like that's happening with that one. For this one, I feel like with all these colors that I'm seeing, it tells me about your chakras. Again, it reminds me of all the cards that dropped. Your You need to balance your aura and your chakras, and in order to feel more empowered, that you can do what you can do, or you can go out there and do what you got to do. Because I feel like some like your energy is so off, like your aura and your chakra is so off, that is making you feel like it's impossible when it's not. I just feel like you need to cleanse your energy. The third one is someone is doing divination tools to spy on you get information to use against you. I feel like this one, I feel like it's more about like spying on you. I don't feel like for some, yes, there can be divination, like they're trying to get a reading from you to see look tap into to what you're doing. And for some I feel like they're just trying to like physically, like they're trying to see what you're doing, how you're doing it, in order to get you in trouble and kind of like give you this payback, either because you did something like that, or something like that, or something is triggering them to behave this way. Or sometimes they're just assholes, so that's why they're doing it. But I feel like again, like you need to really pray for your protection, and like not allowing people, like praying, like okay, praying to God or whatever you believe in, for divination protections, to not allow nobody to see your your realm, into your world without your consent. Um, let me take out a few more. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the first one, someone is conjuring demons to enlist their help to work against you. So it's right on top of this. So I feel like you definitely have hidden enemies. There's something about someone is conjuring demons. I don't feel like it's specifically that, I just feel like there's people who are not, they don't like you and they are preying on your downfall. And then the second one is someone is working to break up your long-term connection and marriage. There can be problems in that category, like I said like I said during the reading, like there's something there, but I don't want to get deep into it. Um, and it also can mean like, that person is like, um can be behaving in like an enemy sort of way, like hating on you when you're actually in a relationship with them. Um, uh, And this one, someone is going to graveyards and cemeteries to do magic and voodoo rituals to curse you. I feel like I don't feel like um I feel like there's some magic, for some of you guys there is some magic they're trying to do, but for some of you guys I feel like it's there's a lot of negative wishful thoughts towards you. So I would say like keep low, keep things to yourself, and speak up when you need to speak up. August is I feel like August is more about like working on your throat chakra, speaking up, and aligning your chakras, cleaning your aura, cleaning your room, and being real too, keeping it real with yourself. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you.